Just because your opinion is different from somebody else's doesn't mean you have to force yours on them. Doesn't mean that you have to belittle them because they think differently from you. Hello everyone, it's me, JayskiBean, and welcome to a Raven Monologue. This is a playable piece of art. This game is just a silent story, one of those silent film kind of games where you take the story and you try to understand it yourself. What's the word I'm looking for? You have to perceive it in your own mind. You have to, I can't explain it, but we're just gonna pop right on into it. Just hit play, and I'm gonna tell you guys what's happening. Alright, so, the girl, obviously, loves this Raven, and she wants to, be his best friend and stuff. So, we're gonna see what happens next. Hi, I got you this flower, Mr. Raven. Do you like it? I know it's your favorite color, which is obviously pink. It's depicted by all the pink that you're wearing, not that you're only wearing black and white. But what the real meaning is she's wearing all pink, so the flower represents her, and he is obviously gloomy and gray, and he's also a raven, so that's notoriously gloomy and gray. So let's see what happens next. Ah, flower in a bubble. I don't know, it's a statement. The flower is a statement. It means something, so that's what that is. Oh, and he's taking it, so even how dark and crinkly his fingers are, and how it's different, it contrasts who he is. It's totally different from his personality. It's the sweetness in his life that he's beckoning in to maybe make a change, and he puts it in with his rock in his cage that he was staring at, which is all he knew. His soul, his cold heart, his cold soul, and there's a little speck of love now in there from this woman who was peering in. And now he's taking both of them out on a walk, and he's seeing the world. He's seeing all these colors. He's expanding his knowledge, and he's expanding his experience in the world. And he wants to know what's out there. He wants to find more happiness because he has this flower, and he likes it because he got a taste of what's really out there, what's really outside, the love in the world. Or so he thinks. So, he comes across another man with the green bananas, and this is another story altogether. So he sees him, and he's like, whoa, that's different. Not everybody's just flowers. Let's see how this goes. So he shows him the flowers, and he's talking about the flowers and how he loves them. And the man's talking about the bananas, or whatever though, I think they're bananas, some kind of fruit, and how he loves them, and how people love different things, and how they can still work in harmony and not have to argue over things just because they love different things. Just because your opinion is different from somebody else's doesn't mean you have to force yours on them. Doesn't mean that you have to belittle them because they think differently from you, or because you think they think lesser than you do, because you know everybody's equal. Everybody thinks equally. Everybody has different opinions on things. So he's introducing this new idea to the Raven, and the Raven is going to take it, and he's going to expand his ideas because he's open-minded and he wants to learn more from the world. He doesn't want to put all his ideas on the world and be like, my ideas are right, your ideas are not right. So he's taking and he's learning as he goes, and that's what this is. He's adding them to the cage, and he's going to continue, and he's going to venture off into the world and see even more. And then he runs into an old woman who speaks of her times in the past and what she's learned and all of her old times, and he wants to learn from her much knowledgeness, all the knowledge that she owns. So he's gonna take that as well, and he's gonna learn, and he's gonna keep going, and this is all just a learning process to him. The good and the bad, and the old and the new, and the love and the hate and everything, and he's just gonna keep going and see what else he can find. And then he goes to a little girl, and it's gonna be the same thing. So he's basically going out into the world and finding his own humanity. and she's got the fan, and she's having fun and everything, and she's a little scared of him because that is a little scary, and he's sharing his knowledge of all the things that he's learned with all these people, and they're sharing their knowledge with him, and it's branching out, and it's making the world a better place. Aww. Isn't that nice? But he likes this one. This one's different. Why? Why is the blue fan different? Is it a memory? Does it remind him of something? Something. Wow. Something? Do I need to click it? Do I need to click him? Do I need to spin it? Is that it? Can I go back? What's back? Oh! If you go... Oh, so you can only go backwards from here. Okay, so he goes back. He gives her the rock, maybe? Now I'm confused. What happens if I go this way? Alright, so he has the fan. He's looking at the fan, which is the memory of this girl. And he takes the rock and he puts it in its place. He looks and he sees the rock on the swing. He's walking away from the swing with the rock on it now, and my idea of what's happening now is that he's only been picking up these items on his walks. They're not actual people, they're just items that remind him of people that he once knew, feelings he once had, and that's what these people are signifying. That's what they represent, are the feelings that he's had in the past, and ideas that he's had based on people that he's met. And yeah, see, like, that's a rock too, with the cane and everything, so nothing is real out there to him. It's just, it's how he perceives the things. See, that's a rock too. And oh, now he's getting sad, he's getting bummed, everything's going black and white again, because he's realizing that it's not real. Oh, and that's just a rock. Aw. So here he is, he's back at the beginning again. But now he has all these ideas, and now he has the knowledge. Before, all he knew was the rock, and all he knew was black and white. Now he has knowledge of all these things, and his life is back to, and it's back to the beginning again. And there he is, with his rock, and the Raven monologue. It goes full circle, goes in a loop. And I think the moral of this story is you should expand, you should be open-minded, you should learn about the things around you, and you should be okay with other people's ideas, and I think you should accept them and embrace them and learn from them and not have to force your ideas on other people, which is, I mean, it's the right thing to do. It's a considerate thing to do. And if it doesn't work out for you, then you can do whatever you want. You can go back to having a black and white rock in your house. I'm not sure if that's the message the developer wanted to send, but that's the message I got. And this music's really inspirational for speeching, so that's why I got all, like, really into it. So anyway, that was the Raven monologue. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you slap that like button underneath the video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. That was really good.